Good evening. Hello to all my stamping friends. My name is Marilyn, and I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, on my Thursday Night Live. I love sharing card making and all Stampin' Up things with you, so I hope you'll come along and join me, and also we'll take part in what we're going to do this evening. Each week I try to do something different, and I love your input and comments and everything, and I really do appreciate you being here with me. So if you've never been before, please know that you're welcome, and I'd love to have you put your where you're watching from in the comments. And I love hearing where everybody's watching from. Some of you I do remember, but if you'd like to comment there, that would be great. And all your comments are listed in a giveaway tool that I do run at the end of the evening, where I give away 5 cards. So any kind of comment, put your name in there. Only once. If you happen to comment 3 or 4 times, your name only goes in once. But I think it's a great way to share what we do. So welcome everyone. I will go through my usual things that I let you know about before I turn down to the desktop. I have the host code you can see here going by on the bottom of the screen. If you live in Canada and would like to use me as your demonstrator, I would love to help you out. And if your order's under $200, please use that host code. I have some classes that I have regularly. Our Friday Zoom with Friends class is so much fun, and we have different people teaching it. It's not advertised on social media. The link to it's not advertised, but just let me know if you'd like to join, and I will include you in the emails for that. I have a 12-month of Christmas card class, the second Thursday of every month, and I do require you to register 2 weeks prior for that. And we're going to be ready for Christmas early. And I also have a monthly card class the third Thursday of each month, and that was today. So we had some great fun creating some cards there, some different designs and whatever. And everyone is welcome. You are, I can only send the kits to those in Canada. So for these 2 classes, the monthly card and the Christmas card one, do have to be in Canada. The rest of them can be from wherever. So welcome. Okay, I'm going to switch a few things around here. I'm going to let you know a couple other things that Stampin' Up has happening. And one of them right now in July is bonus days. For every $60 you purchase, you get a $6 bonus coupon. That's number one. You are to save that when you get it, because it cannot be, I cannot find it for you, and it can't be retrieved, I guess. So do hang on to it. And then number 3 is redeem, and that happens in August. You can use those $6 coupons towards your purchases in August. So a great way to save that way. Also, we have Paper Pumpkin happening, and that happens each month. So you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and get a monthly kit in a box. Your box has everything in it that you need to make those items, and it's a great way to start out crafting. If you haven't done any crafting like this before, it's a perfect way to start. Our kits are amazing. And not Paper Pumpkin, but if you go to our online exclusive, you will see a number of them there as kits that you can purchase. There's all different kinds there. So hopefully you're enjoying that. And let me find my desktop, which is there. So I'm just going to, looks like I must be in the right place because you guys are commenting. That's great. I see lots of names I'm familiar with. Good to see you back again. I've got Betty on YouTube. I've got Judy and Sharon and Maggie and Karen and Linda and Kathy. Thank you all for joining me. And as I said, everyone is welcome. Please share these invites with your friends. And let them come and craft along with us too. It's great to have such a community, and everybody is so willing to share, and I love it. Just another word, you heard me mention Betty over on YouTube. I can see when I'm running my live, I can see comments from YouTube as well as comments from Facebook. Those of you on Facebook will not see the comments made on YouTube. and vice versa. So I will try to, if I can monitor it all, try to bring them up on the screen, similar to this one from Linda. We know that Maggie is down in Pincher Creek, and oh my gosh, my screen just went blank. Okay, I'm back. That scared me. Um, Linda's telling Maggie she was in Pincher Creek a couple weeks ago and thought of her. So I can bring those kind of comments up onto the screen, and then everybody watching either the live or the replay can see that. So I will try to do that for any questions and comments that I see to put on there. So if you're all ready, I don't see any major questions. I'm going to tell you what we're going to make tonight, show you, and then I have the pieces cut here. I did post a picture of this earlier today in case any of you wanted to get pieces cut and craft with me. And I'm not sure if that's happening or not. I don't see anybody saying they are crafting with me, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I did with it. But a couple other things before I get to that. I managed to get this paper. It's called One Horse Open Sleigh paper. So it's part of the online exclusives that Stampin' Up! Introduced on July 6th. And it is amazing paper. I've seen some great ideas done with it already. So I just wanted to show it to you. But before I get to there, I do this on the back of my designer paper. See if I can show you a little bit closer. I know it says right here in the fine print what the colors are, but my eyes aren't as young as they used to be. So I usually write them down. And there are 16 colors, 16 Stampin' Up! Colors in this. I missed that post. Oh, the post with what we were going to do, Betty. Okay. Sorry, just reading this comment from Betty over on YouTube. It was later this afternoon. Once I had things organized, I posted there, but it will be there for you to look at. So feel free to make a card and post it in underneath here afterwards. Back to this, I was totally shocked when I counted up 16 different colors. So I'm just going to flip through them quickly so you get an idea. One side is all scenery, and actually a lot on here are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and we'll have access to, well, I guess it's not even Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. It's anybody on Facebook has access to Sarah Douglas's YouTube or Facebook page, and she actually did a reel on this paper just recently, just showing the scenery on one side and the colors on the other. So I'm going to do it fairly quickly here and give you an idea of what's there. You've got more subtle here, you've got scenery here, and lots of people are cutting them into cards that have kind of 3 panels. You've got winter scenes, you've got one with a little deer, and another one looks more like water there. This particular one, I was on a call, maybe it was our Zoom last week, and somebody was telling us that they've seen this taken with that Hello Chuck, the chicken stamp set. I don't have it, so I don't know the exact name, but they actually were playing hide and seek behind the trees with that. So look out for that. I think she said it was on Demonstrator Planning Place, so you would have to be a demo to see that, but it was really cute. One of a winter scene with a cabin, trees with fall colored leaves, more winter scenes, another snowy scene. And yes, I see that Sharon, thank heavens it wasn't a moose. Sharon, who's on here, we bug her that she wasn't impressed with the stamp sets that had moose for Christmas. She said moose is not Christmas, but so we always remind her that moose can be Christmas. So yes, Betty, thanks. Hey Chuck is the name of that set. So the card that I want to make tonight, I did this for a sample, and it was done by Debbie Henderson Designs. And I just thought it was really a neat layout, a neat idea, and a great way to use this designer paper, which is masterfully made. And again, try and take that off there so it's not quite so glaring. But look at all the colors that are in here. There's 3, 6, 9, 12 colors in this one. And when I opened it, I thought, oh boy, that's really not for me. It's really kind of bright, and um, I'm kind of OCD, so I like things uniform and whatever. But I thought this paper was really good for this style of card. So sorry, I have my daughter just coming back into Canada, and she's just letting me know. So this one I did with the very burst background, but this one I'm going to do with a pretty peacock. But again, I have pulled these colors that are in that stamp, in that designer paper, and you can see what an array of colors you could pick to go with it. Everything from light, like our lemon lolly and fresh freesia, to the darker ones, night and navy's even in there. So Stampin' Up does a great job of this anyway, with the coordinating colors as well as um, showing you that these will all pretty well go together. So it doesn't matter what you pick. So I'll show you those. So let's get started. I'm going to just go over the sizes again, so you'll know what I've done. I've used Countryside Corner dies. And when I say, like on here, die 2, die 4, die 3, it's counting from the outside. So this would be 1, this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And this does come with a coordinating stamp, just one stamp. I guess it's a stamp set yet. It says stamp set on it, but great, great tool. So I have taken, first of all, Debbie had said, and I agree with her, I don't buy a lot of 12 by 12 paper. And this card design, when she found it, was for 12 by 12. So you would have it in 4, 4, and 4. And in order to make this card, she said, I cut it down to 10 and a half. Ooh, shouldn't do that. And it's still 10 and a half by 4 and a quarter. You're scoring at 3 and a half and 7. So that gives you 3 equal panels. Okay. So I'm going to just fold those. I'm going to call it accordion style, from someone who used to play accordion every once in a while. And thinking of that, different questions we always try to ask and have people talking about. Finding it bright and hard to see. Maybe it's the background, Karen. Just a sec. Let me try. Oh, that probably won't help. I do have this. You got to be able to see so I can show you what to do. Would that be better? And I'm going to need that for measurement anyway. I'm thinking maybe it is a little better, Karen. I hope. Okay. So 10 and a half by 4 and a quarter folded so that when it opens up, it goes like that. Okay. Then I needed 3. Well, what she used, and I used as well on my card and on this one, 3 different pieces of designer paper. And because I'm using Pretty Peacock now, I picked 3 different. Did those backwards, didn't I? Let's turn it this way. There. Designer papers. I'm going to put like that, and they are 4 by 3 and a quarter. Still not better, really. Looks better in my picture, Karen. So I'm hoping maybe the camera is adjusting or something. I don't know. So I'm going to glue those down. That would be our first step. The white paper is bright, yes, but I don't know. And because they're cut at 4 by 3 and a quarter, they give us our 1/4 inch border around. And you could put them any direction you like. So I'm just going to attach them. A lot of glare also. Okay, I can try shutting that one off. Okay, I shut one of the lights off. Let me know how that is. And I can still see what I'm doing, so all is good there. So there's our card base. Then what I need is 3 die cut from number 2. So that is 1, 2. So that's this bigger one. And those are going to get attached here. So we want them to be, so your card isn't any more than 5.5. That's still pretty bright that way. I wonder, maybe there's a setting. Hello, Gail, Marie, welcome, welcome. Trying to get the lighting set properly here, but so I'm just going to try and move this so you could see what I'm doing with the sizes. So I want on here or on your grid paper or on this grid paper, any of it, you've got measurements. So my card, I don't want it to go any higher than 5.5, which is right here. Here's my 5 and here's 5.5. So when I glue this on, I'm going to have it square down here and I'm going to glue it so that it doesn't go any higher than that. And I need glue up to about here. So I am going to use liquid glue because I want to be able to move it a little bit. I'm going to make sure it's lined up here evenly. I'm going to go to my 5.5 there and whoops, move it over a little bit like that so that my sides are even there. And again, try and straighten it with that line up there. Okay, so that's going to be my first layer. And as long as that one's straight, which I think it is, the rest of these will be fine. So in order to get the next one, I'm just going to fold it over like that and I'm going to glue it here. Don't need to measure anymore, just as long as I match it up along these sides up here. So again, just going to try not to glue my fingers and going to, oh, that one's really not centered because I can see the green isn't the same on either side, but it's got to be the same up here. Now, you're probably wondering, like Debbie said in hers, how I'm going to get this one on straight. Actually, it's quite easy. I'm going to put my glue on, and then I'm going to lay it here and shut that piece over top of it. So there's my 3 pieces. So once that's done, and yes, that is yes, Linda. I like Linda's comment here. Ha! That is awesome. It does work. So yeah, and that was all courtesy of Debbie Henderson that I saw this with. So then she had 3 pieces cut from number 3 die. So that is the third one in. So it's going to be a little bit smaller than the white, and I'll get rid of the glare for you by adding those. And this one, yeah, paper normally would go this way, but I thought for just a bit of variety, it doesn't really matter. I think actually, I'm not going to put that side out. And the same with that one. It's just to give some color. If you watch her video, if you go to find her video, she did a lot with the Daisies stamp set. and did a lot of daisies and flowers on it and whatever. But I thought this paper was just busy enough that I did not need to do that for mine. And I'm just going to attach these, trying to leave an equal border all around. And then we just have to add a greeting or two and maybe some sparkle. I think we probably need some sparkle. You can see this paper is one that I turned over. So this one and this one are the same sheet. It's just either side. And there we go. So that's basically our card. It will fit in an envelope, so you don't have to worry about that. And then I cut this from the Nested Essential Dies. Just got these, loving them. So this is one of the flagged ones, and I thought that would work for my happy birthday. I've cut two from number 4 die, which is the next level down game. And I don't know, on my first one, I did stamp and then I left the other one blank. I might not even put one there. I might just leave it blank and leave that for writing on. But I will put my glue back together and find my piercing mat to do my stamping. So I'm going to stamp my happy birthday on here. Yeah, that is quite a glare. Sorry, guys. Don't know what I can do to kind of eliminate that. Oh, another project to work on for next week. So this little happy birthday is going to be from this set. Nope, that's not the right set. This one. Very Best Occasions. And I'm also going to do, what did I have in this one? I had Because You're Awesome, but there's one, I don't think that's, did you know that that's how you can figure out if it's going to fit? I mean, these are actual size on most of our stamp sets. So you could, I was thinking that one would be neat, but it would have to go crossways, and that's not very good. So, You're the Best Ever, I could use that. Or I could use that, You're the Best Ever. I will use it just because. And it will go right there. And there's still room to write if you wanted to write more than for that one. And yeah, see, now I've got a shadow because I moved those lights. I have no idea, guys. And I did put this on dimensionals, which I will. Again, I'm going to use my little ones and just do 4 little ones in either corner. And that's going to be the front of the card. So whoever opens it gets to see that first. So I'm going to try and put it about there. And these, I will just use my liquid glue. And so, forgot totally. Oh, how the fold sits up. It does sit up, Carolyn. I'll show you in just a minute. Forgot to ask you a question when we first started. So I was thinking about it earlier, honest I was. And of course, being summertime, fairs come to town. Tell me, do you like to go to the local fair? And if you do you ride on the rides and what's your favorite? That's always a question. So, Carolyn, the card stands like that. So it stands up for display. Now I need some. I am going to stamp the Stampin' Up stamp on the back, and I'm going to find some bling to put on there. So this stamp is from our. Just a sec till I get it straight. I hope pretty straight. I don't have the stamp set in front of me. It's one that's in the current catalog that has the Stampin' Up, and Carolyn, this is the one that I did earlier. So they do stand up, kind of like what is that? If you're in a dressing room and you want a change curtain kind of thing. So love our rodeo, no rides. Stay away from fairs. Hubby avoids crowds. Or doesn't like crowds. Yes. We used to go, actually, the first date I ever went with my hubby was to the Edmonton exhibition. And did some rides and whatever, but certainly not anymore. So yeah, so now, out of all these wonderful embellishments we have, I've got some that I haven't even organized yet. Some of those might work. What do you think? Do you have a favorite embellishment that I could try if I have it? Iridescent pearls. I really like the fact, have you noticed this? Linda says, I don't go to fairs anymore. Too crowded for my days. Going on rides are over. I'm nervous driving a car, never mind a carnival ride. Never thought to compare it to that, Linda. You're right. Our sheets now, what I was going to say, Stacy says, I used to like swings, but now I get too dizzy. Yes, I think something happens as we get older, Stacy. Our embellishments they're not stuck to the cardboard anymore, which I really like, because I was forever, if I tried to peel a sheet off to do this, like try and figure out what I wanted to wear, they would come flying off. So, and it does not say what colors. I will have to go back and organize that, because it drives me nuts that don't know what colors I'm using. But for this one, I am going to use, I think, these gold colored ones. And as we usually do, I'm going to put 3 of them on, just to give it that little pop of a bling scenario. And a bit of glimmer as we Maggie's funny how age takes our fun and craziness away. Well, I don't know about the craziness, Maggie, but the fun sometimes, I guess. I don't know. We can always say, well, we did that, right? But anyway, there is our card. So again, sorry for I'll hold it there. You can see the color a little bit better. Actually, if I hold it like that, my screen anyway shows the color really well. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I can't. Somebody is asking, just a minute, how I organize my embellishments. I'll show you in just a sec. It's something that my friend Lillian started, and it really works well for me. Everybody does things different, and whatever works for them in their craft room. So that's that one. This is the one I'd made earlier. Okay, so maybe I have to do some experimenting. Maybe I need my camera closer to the desktop and just work in a smaller space. So anyway, that's the one I did earlier. This is the one that somebody will win next week. And don't go away, I've got who won this week. But I'm going to show, oh, before I go there, I did this with my envelope. I know lots of you do fancy things on your envelope. And when I was doing my cutting on this one, I had this laying on my desk. And all of a sudden I thought, you know what? It's pretty well even. I could just put it here and write my address in here for that card. So I thought it was a good match for doing a card like that. So what I've done with my embellishments, Inca, is I put them in our Stampin' Up cases that we can buy. We get 3 or 4 in a package. I think it's 4 in a package. And there's a piece that come off. I have taken one of each and put along here so I can see them. I've done a label. Sorry, turn it that way and maybe you can see it. Okay, camera. A label with what it is, the number, and what it costs. And then the case I have, like I say, for my instance, it's a case that when they stand up in it, I can then see the embellishments out the top here. I believe Lillian has hers at the bottom of it, so I don't know how she stores hers, but it just happened to be the case that I have. That's what I have them in. So hopefully that answers your question and helps you with that. Okay. Anything else? Love the envelope, Linda says, and Maggie. Yes. Thanks, Karen. Like I say, I'm sorry about the coloring and the lighting and whatever. I don't know. I don't think I moved anything, but maybe I did. And oh, you know what it's like. Just keep trying and trying. So I'm going to now do the draws, and I'm going to show you a couple of happy mail. First of all, happy mail from Sharon from our card. So that is this one, and it's done with that same die. I thought, oh, great minds think alike, Sharon. Thank you so much. And she's also done one on the inside. So many possibilities with that stamp set that if you don't have it, it's certainly a good one to look at. And then today in our monthly card class, we made these cards, and I'll just show you those. This one's done in our Moody Mauve, and a way of doing that quilt design that I did a few weeks ago, but you put it adding designer paper. Then we had the daisy paper, just cut out a layer of this is cut out of this layer, and then a layer of cardstock put in behind to make it pop. So just 2 different papers from that one. And then from Sue Campfield, this is a book flap fold, she called it. So that's your book binding, and this is the flap that you would have to, in the olden days, we actually had books and not e-readers. We had a flap that you could hold where you were at. So we had a lot of fun putting that one together today. So those are my cards there. And then last week's card, put the cards closer to the camera. Okay, but I don't know what you're looking for, Stacy, but I'll try. Okay. And then these guys. And then the book fold one again. It was like just a really, really neat fold that we had done there. This one we did last week, again, with that set. I really like it. And I drew names from all of the comments, whether watching the replay or watching the live. I do a draw for that. I did that earlier. And Stacy, you are the winner. So that one will be coming to you in the mail. And now I have my system set up so that it's going to do the draw. With my pen and paper so I can write them down. And let me go to share my screen. Share screen. Share giveaway tool. And hopefully Oh no, isn't that interesting? Just a sec. Well, okay, I did have this set up before, but maybe when that screen, oh no, here, there's 11 entries. Okay. I thought maybe it had, when that screen had gone blank, that it had done something to um, my setup. But so I'm going to try and get my tools here where I can use them. Do the draw. And if you haven't won with me before, I do need you to send me an address because I have got a couple times where people won and they didn't send me an address, so I put the card back in the draw. So please remember to do that if you're a winner. And ta-da, Karen. And I can do this for each time, and they fix this program so that each time you have a winner, it will take it out and you will not win 2 or 3 times, which I'm sure some of you weren't upset about, but it's nice to have new people win. And as always, I really do appreciate you coming to watch and commenting and chatting with each other. It's so warm and welcoming to have all of you here. I really do appreciate you. So, and last but not least is Inca. Is that how you say that? And I know I don't have your address, so please, please message me. I see that you are over on YouTube. You should be able to get to me over there as well. Sorry, I was looking for the right button here. Um, to give me your address so that I can send you a card. I'd love to do that. The cards are not all cards that I've made. They are ones that I've done in some swaps. I've made a lot of them and I've received others, and but they're usable cards. So I'd like to share them with you. We have so much fun. And pardon me. So yes, it it's a great community, and I love being part of it each week. So again, I thank you all. Please share with your friends so they can come and enjoy it as well. Each week is usually 30 to 45 minutes. It's not a long evening. Oh no, no! Don't. Whoa, that was really handy. Don't think that at all. I don't mind mailing to Netherlands. I'd love to do that and let people know that I've reached someone there. Please send me your address. Um, I would love to send you a card. And please give me the proper pronunciation of your name because with a name like mine, you can tell that I've had it pronounced incorrectly times, and I don't like doing that. So please, I look forward to hearing from you. So, anything else? I don't see any other questions right now. I will go back and read all of those. I also really do enjoy challenges and enjoy looking for different things to show you. So if there's a certain technique or a certain card you've seen somewhere else, um, I don't mind trying to figure it out and share it with you. So please, please let me know. Okay, until next week. If I don't see you around before that, we'll see you then. Lots of you I will see tomorrow on our Friday Zoom, and we'll you have fun. So keep on stamping and having a good time. Bye now.